Hello, and welcome to Part 2 of our Temper Tantrum Workshop. In Part 1, we looked at the factors that contribute to children exploding with tantrums. In this section, we will discuss what you can do to avoid or reduce the frequency of temper tantrums, and what you should do when they still occur. As we discussed in the first section, a certain number of temper tantrums are inevitable. However, there are things you can do to reduce the number and frequency of temper tantrums.
First, you can monitor your children's feelings and catch them when they're still small. While children need to experience and cope with a certain amount of frustration, when you see it building, you can rescue them by asking, "Can I help you?" Once you get them over the hurdle, perhaps getting the one piece of the puzzle in place, you can step back and allow the child to resume his work.
Also, stop and listen to them the first time. They're going to need your time and attention. Are you going to stop and listen when they ask, "Mommy?" Or will they need to throw a fit to get your attention? Think about how you want your children to interrupt you.
Furthermore, allow enough time for transitions or to complete a task. When you have time, you'll be more patient and better able to handle their requests to do it themselves or to redo an action to their liking or to simply stop and smell the roses.
Use physical activity to work off stress. Plan in time to run around. Don't expect your toddler to be able to handle a long car ride, time in the stroller, and then to sit still for dinner. Their frustration will build. Again, how do you want them to express it? Running around may be preferable to a tantrum.
Find ways to stay calm. Model desirable ways to handle frustration and anger. Do you slam doors, stomp your feet, scream, or hit things when you're angry? Don't be surprised if your children follow suit. They're watching and learning from you all the time.
If you sense your child's intensity growing, rather than speaking louder to get him to hear you, try to use the power of a whisper. Often a whisper speaks volumes.
Teach feelings and feeling words to help your child let you know what he is experiencing. You can point out what characters in books or TV shows may be feeling. Use a wide variety of words to name your feelings.
Also, allow them a way out. For example, "You're tired. I'll help you pick up your toys this time before bed." Not everything needs to be a battle. They will grow into another stage in which they will be more cooperative. Sometimes it's best to ignore certain situations that cause frustration on your part or theirs.
For situations that reoccur, decide beforehand what you can and cannot say yes to. It can help you to become more proactive. Can you hold off a tantrum by offering other acceptable choices? Can you distract or redirect your child with such sensory-rich activities such as water play, bubbles, music, a back rub, looking out the window?
Before things escalate, ask yourself, what does my child need? Is it food, sleep, help, change of activity? Sometimes you may need to put off that extra errand or to cut your visit short. It's better to leave on a high note than to push your child's limits and have you both ending up in tears.
Despite your best intentions and efforts, a certain amount of temper tantrums will still occur. When they do, remember that you don't have to stop a tantrum. You need to treat your child with respect. While they're losing control, they need you to remain in control. This is usually best accomplished by removing your child to a private location where you won't feel pressure from onlookers. You can leave your shopping cart and go to your car. You can go outside, into a bathroom, or to a quiet space.
When you're with your child, talk at eye level, affirm feelings, match the level of intensity, and use short phrases such as, "You're mad that you can't get that piece into the bucket. It makes you so mad." Use facial expressions and body language to match theirs.
Affirm connections between you and your child. Hold them tight or give them space, but keep them safe either way. You'll learn your own child. Some need to be held to feel safe. Others may find your touch too much for an already overloaded system. Sometimes, once they're calming down, they'll welcome and even need your hugs.
Use deep breathing to help re-engage the thinking part of the brain. Some people keep a jar of bubbles on hand to help. Often, open a window to let the wind blow in their faces, and that will calm them down.
Use distraction, which can be changing the environment by going to another room or going outside.
Most importantly, don't give in. Your child needs to learn that your yes is a yes and that your no means no. If you cave, you will be teaching your child to use a temper tantrum to manipulate you. For example, if you reconsider and think, why did I ever say no to a lollipop? It really wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Then you can wait until your child has calmed down to share your change of mind. Acknowledge their upset and wait until you two can talk about it, and then you can give them the lollipop. You don't want to have it look to your child like their tantrum changed your mind.
Remember to celebrate that they're trying so hard to grow up. They want to do more and they can't. Through this hard and difficult path, they will learn and they will grow and develop better ways to manage their emotions. You may wish to view our other on-demand articles on managing anger and limit setting for toddlers for additional information. Thank you for joining us.